How you doing, guys? I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. I hope you're all staying cool. It's pretty hot where I'm at. But today I've been looking forward to doing this video because I finally had a chance to finish building this guy. And the box is pretty long wise, so don't have a lot of room on the desk, but you guys can see him there. This is Lego Optimus Prime from Transformers. Really cool set. I'd been looking forward to this one since it was announced, being a huge Transformers fan and also being into Lego building. I definitely had to get this. I did get this on release day. I just didn't have a chance to finish building and playing with it until earlier this week. But this is an awesome set. At least for me, this hits all the right notes. This is the box. This thing, as advertised, does transform, and it reminds me a lot of the a Masterpiece toy, and as far as the original one anyway, and how it transforms. It's very simplistic, but it's really cool that they were able to have this robot mode that transforms into the cab. Really cool. I mean, they do some minor cheating, as I call it, but it's not anything too bad. You get some accessories, which again, pretty relatable to anyone that's watched this show. Energon Cube, his Matrix of Leadership, his Energon Axe, and his blaster there. And he also get to build a backpack. I believe that was Sideswipe's backpack that he borrowed from one of the episodes. And the side, they show you here the size of the actual robot, which is about 13.5 inches in length and about 7 inches in, I guess, width. Really cool. You also get a plaque. So we'll move the box out of the way and move the main attraction here into focus. So this build was extremely enjoyable. I'm probably partly biased because, again, as I said, I am a huge Transformers fan. And there he is, guys. This is a really cool Lego set. There's Optimus Prime in all his glory. Really cool. Very minimal use of stickers. I'm glad things like the insignias, the Autobot insignias, are printed pieces. The yellow arrows there are also printed. Things like the waist piece here, that's a sticker, and these thigh covers are also pieces as well, which on the box and on the instructions, they actually have you put these on the wrong way. I put them up this way, which is supposed to be the correct orientation. But overall, a really cool set. This took me about 2 days to build, maybe about hour and a half each day. Nothing too crazy. It was very enjoyable. And just being able to put Optimus Prime together there was really cool. There is the back, again, which for a Lego model does not look bad at all. Some really cool stuff there. Some nice building techniques. He does have some articulation. So his sorry, just trying to get him placed. His arms do move this much. You can see mine, one of his arms is a little loose, but there you go. You can move them all the way in. His forearms here, you can rotate. You can hear some ratchets. That's really cool. And he could do bend his elbows like that. Really cool stuff. I'll bring him in closer so you guys could see the hands. No individually articulated fingers, but he does have this thumb portion here, and the his hand, and this hand can rotate fully. It can move down. That's also part of the transformation. What else? Oh, the arms here. And let me move him back so you guys can see that. Can fully rotate, and you can get that nice clicky part. The chest opens to reveal his matrix of leadership there. Really cool stuff that they were able to build out just out of little Lego pieces. And it closes. You do get articulation in the legs here, so he can, see if I can do this, he can kick forward if you want him to, all the way actually, which is pretty cool. The legs do rotate this way. There are no knee joints, however. It would have been nice if they could have included knee joints. Granted, I could see with the figure being a little top heavy, perhaps there was a good reason as to why they could include articulated knees, but I'm sure somewhere out there in the Lego community will figure a nice way of getting us knees. Everything's really well done. The color, the red, the gray, the blue on the legs. There is some toe, I guess you could say, articulation. This is part of the transformation into truck mode, and a piece just fell out, so I have to fix that. That's the only thing, is sometimes when moving too many things around, some pieces do fall out, but you can obviously just put them right back in. There are rubber sections here, 3 of them in each foot. That's to avoid sliding in and out. But there is some slight foot movement that's allowed there. Really cool. Let me fix him here. Really cool stuff. I really like this thing. Again, and his legs you can't pull them out that much. The wheels kind of get in the way, but if you want like a V stance, that definitely works. I think the knees would have definitely taken this thing over the top there, where you guys could see them. Really, really cool. The wheels are things that they've used in other sets before. Probably from the Lego Creator cars, but nice rubber wheels with some covers to give him the look there. The gas tanks, again, little Lego pieces. But overall, I am really, really happy with this guy. I think anyone who is an Optimus Prime or Transformers fan would definitely want to get something like this. I think Lego's done a fantastic job with this set. In standard Lego fashion, like I said, you do get some stickers, not many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stickers, which is not bad at all. And those are the 2 legs here. This section, which you get 2 pieces because it's part of the transformation. You get a piece for this robot mode, and you also get this piece for truck mode. And this is where I was referring to a little bit of cheating, because when you transform this guy into truck mode, you're essentially supposed to swap out this piece for this piece. So I mean, it's a minor thing, right? You could leave that piece on if you wanted to, but that's something that's there. But overall, really cool. And the other stickers, I believe, were for the wheel covers here, unless I'm misremembering. No, so you know what? The wheel covers here are not stickers; those are printed pieces. And like I said, I'm glad that at least for the Autobot insignias, they were able to give us printed pieces. That's really, really cool. In addition to that, here's the cool instruction book. I love this thing because of this cover here. It reminds me again of a comic book, which is really, really cool. I know we'll probably never get a Megatron, or at least a gun, or even a tank Megatron, but it'd be cool to get Bumblebee and maybe even Starscream in Lego form. Definitely would buy those. Here is some more. There's Optimus with his matrix and some information about the character. Here's some nice artwork of him standing there in an action pose. Here he is. Some information on the design team and the accessories. Really cool. 10 bags. Bags 1 through 8 are the actual robot itself. Bags 9 through 10 are pretty much just the accessories. Really cool book. I like it. You guys could see the Autobot insignia there. As I said, one of the accessories you get is this part, which is for the front bumper of the truck. You also get to build his Energon axe. You guys could see it there. It's made of all these different little pieces. Really cool. Again, I think this was a must for Optimus Prime set, and I'm glad they were able to include it. So really cool, and I'll show you guys. That can also be attached to his arm. The other pieces that you do get is his here's an Energon cube. Really cool, all these clear purple pieces. This is really neat. This could actually, I think, fit in really well with actual Transformer toys. It's a nice build for an Energon cube. Here's his plaque with all his different rankings and numbers, etc., and his role and his slogan pretty much is really cool. Again, this is a really nice build that you can have that there. Here's the awesome cannon, his ion blaster, I believe, and he can hold this pretty well. Really cool build, again, using all the little pieces and everything to make that ion blaster. So we'll put that aside, and then the last thing is essentially this backpack, which is supposed to belong to Sideswipe, if I'm remembering correctly. There was an episode where he borrowed Sideswipe's backpack and attached it to himself to fly up after the Decepticons as they were fleeing in their ship. But again, this is another really cool nod. Again, this is a printed piece, which is really, really appreciated, really cool. But the red's so on point. It matches so well with the rest of the character, and the build is really, really cool. You see these two attachment points here. So I'll show that in a second. Try to get a better angle here. But that's about it. And in all honesty, it's really, really awesome that they let you build all these different accessories that are pretty much pretty key, I guess, to this character. At least these two. It's nice that they included those. So next I'll show you perhaps how to attach some of these accessories to Prime himself. Then we'll go through transformation, and then maybe some quick comparisons to actual Transformers toys. Okay guys, so I figured the first thing we could attach to this guy would be his ion blaster here. And essentially this will go attached to these two studs here on his arm. He doesn't actually hold it by this handle. This kind of just sits on his hand. So I'll bring him a little closer, and you'll see there's two studs here in his arm that this gun goes attached to. And essentially all you're doing is just attaching the gun to those two studs there. If I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. So once it's in, it holds it in place with Lego power or whatever, and you can close his hands a little bit, but yeah, there you go. There he is holding his ion blaster, and he could point and shoot at people. The other thing I forgot to mention from the articulation standpoint, the head does move up and down. He can look down this much, look up, and the head fully turns 360 degrees as part of the transformation. But I like the detailing in the eyes, etc., that they've included there. Really cool. Oh, you know, his head can also go all the way back, but that's part of the transformation. So in addition to that, you can also attach his Energon axe to his hand. The instructions tell you to take the hand off, which is what I do. There's also a way to fold the hand so that you don't have to take it off, but it's pretty easy. And you can attach the Energon axe to both hands. So essentially we're going to be pulling this out so that it comes out, and then this section here, it's got the shape of a cross here, or a plus sign. And let's see if I can show you. There's a section there where you would attach this, and it matches up, and you kind of just slide it in there, and there you go. And there is Optimus Prime with his Energon axe. I mean, and this is pretty much Optimus right here, right, with his Energon axe and his ion blaster fully on. The ratchet is a bit strong, so it could hold it in. I don't know if it could hold it up here. Oh yeah, it can. There you go. But again, really cool that Lego was able to allow us to build pieces that are very iconic and very relevant to Optimus Prime here. I think it's almost a must when somebody makes a Optimus Prime toy that they include his Ion Blaster and the uh, the Energon Axe, and then obviously, like I said, is the Matrix, which goes in here, and essentially that just kind of sits in place, and you can pull it out. But here it is. It's so simple. The gray piece, this dark gray piece of frame, is pretty much all pre-made as one piece, but then all these little pieces on the back, etc. The orange piece are all separate pieces that you stick together to get that in there, and kind of just sits in there. You can close it. Oh, the other thing, and I keep forgetting stuff, but you can turn him around. The only thing is you would need to move this waist piece out of the way so it doesn't hit the wheels, but you can turn his waist fully around. Things just kind of get in the way, but it's really cool. Yeah, man, but I'm really liking this thing. And then the last thing, I guess, to show you in robot mode, accessories wise, would be the backpack. And you guys could see these black sections here are where these clips right here will attach to, and essentially you just gotta line it up in there, and there it is. It's done. I actually think that kind of finishes up the back, like it kind of covers a lot of the stuff that's showing, but it's not something that I would keep on him. You know, the back profile, it does make him a little thicker, but it's not too bad looking, and it adds I don't know if you guys could see a little of a hump there in the back, but nothing too bad. But man, it's really cool that Lego was able to put something like this together. It's really cool. You guys could see him there. Really nice. The transformation itself, I think for anyone that's transformed toys in the past, or that is familiar with Transformer toys in the past, this is nothing that is complex or anything. I think if you're used to transforming these things, it shouldn't be a problem. So we'll attempt to do it here on video. Let me see if I can get a better angle. Okay guys, so the first place to start as far as transforming this guy is obviously take off all the accessories. I'm going to pull off the backpack that he had on the back here, get that out of the way. But essentially you can start off with the hands here, and essentially the first thing to do is move this his thumb here all the way back so that it sits like that. These hands can go out like this, and you kind of do the same thing on this side. Move the thumb so that it sits all the way back like that. Put the arms down, and then for now just rotate these like that. Same thing here, rotate these like that. And there is a piece here, this piece that you're going to pull out all the way for now. Same thing on here, pull that out. And the next thing we'll do is essentially move these back slightly, just for now. You can move them out a little bit to get that out of the way. The next thing to do is turn the head fully around, and then pull this part here forward. You're going to straighten these out, straighten that out for now. You can leave it up like that. And then essentially take this whole torso piece here, and you're going to turn this completely around so that now the back's facing the front of the legs there. So once he's like that, you could take this head and completely turn it around this way. Leave that like that. And then you're going to take these legs. And what's really cool is part of the build included building these clips into there so that when you put the two legs together, they'll click in place really nice. So essentially you're just gonna put those together and they stay in place. You're gonna take the toes here and essentially just turn them down this way, and that's pretty much it for the feet. And then the whole torso here. Sorry, I have this piece always keeps falling out on me. There we go. Then you're gonna take the whole section and essentially turn it this way. There you go, so that it sits like that, and you can start to see the truck. The other thing you could do while you're here is take these gas tanks and turn them this way. So essentially they sit like this in robot mode. You're gonna turn them this way. And then we'll come back for a better angle. Okay guys, so now the next thing to do is these arms. They're gonna slide all the way back and you're gonna fold them in. And this is again pretty reminiscent of the original toy. So you're gonna take these arms, you're gonna fold them slowly back in, you're gonna turn this in and essentially have this sit in there like that. And the hands, I don't know if you could see them from down there, but the hands, you have to make sure that you sit them like this. And then you're just gonna angle them down like that. So same thing here, take this, turn a hand in, and fold that in, and there we go. And then take the hands and turn them fully around. Sorry, take the hands, turn them fully around, and then down like that, so that the hands are sitting like that. The last thing to do is just some fine adjustments here, just making sure that sits right. This piece now goes all the way down. That goes all the way down. And then you take essentially this panel here. There are two studs here that this is going to click into, so you could just push this down and just push that in there so that it sticks in place. Once it's in, you can just do some fine tuning. I believe the instructions want you to leave the bumper like that. I actually prefer the bumper like this, so that's a thing that you can do. Yeah, but pretty much here's Optimus in his truck mode. And again, this mode's really cool. Pretty much, I think, reminds me a lot of the G1 toy as far as the chunkiness, and the mode here is really cool. You get the mirrors, you get, he does roll. Actually, it rolls really nice. And again, his gun is something that you can store right here on the back. You kind of just take this, fold it in, and you can have it just sitting here if you want. So it kind of goes in like that. I usually leave it just sitting there. The instructions do say to push it in because there are some studs here to hold this in place. But I kind of just leave mine there sitting like that. And it can sit. There is no trailer with this guy. You could probably end up building your own, and I'm sure there are plenty of guys already in the Lego community that have built trailers for this guy. But I think overall this vehicle mode is really nice. The last thing you need to do, and this is I think where I said there's what I call a bit of cheating, is this part here from the waist. You're gonna want to pull this out, and again, this is not a big deal. And put this piece in, which is supposed to be the truck. So I guess you could call it a bit of a part forming there. But there you go. And there's Optimus Prime in his full truck mode. The windows here are still open to reveal the matrix. There's a top. There is some hollow sections here, but again, it's nothing big. I think if you're used to Transformers in general, that's not I don't think a huge thing. But there you go. I'm really glad that they were able to give us an actual transforming toy like Optimus Prime of all things. It's really nice. I'd figure I do have a toy already on truck mode. So we'll do some comparisons and then we'll go on to robot mode. Alrighty, so in truck mode, I just wanted to show there, want to show him next to, this is Robosen Optimus Prime, and again, two different kind of toys, different categories, both Transformers, they both transform. This one transforms by itself, it has all these cool little features, but again, I love how, Lego was able to pretty much get that truck mode, just the cab anyway, just right. You guys could see a lot of the similarities there with the gas tanks, the color, the red, the lights here. This one, he's on. The Autobot insignias here, the smokestacks, the blue on the legs, the way it transforms, etc. It's really cool. So we'll move this guy aside for now. If he makes any noise, I apologize. Robosen Optimus Prime likes to randomly speak out of nowhere. But the next toy I have is an actual Transformers. So this is MP10, if I'm remembering correctly. Let me see if I can get a better angle here. There you go, that's a way better angle, but you guys could see them there. This is an actual Transformer. This is part of the Masterpiece line. This does transform. It comes with the full truck mode, and Hasbro and Takara have made at least 3 versions of Optimus in the Masterpiece line. Anyway, there's countless Optimus, and I have a few of them. But again, I just wanted to show them so you guys could see some of the similarities. I think, at least in Lego form, they've done such a great job in capturing that Optimus vehicle mode. Again, there is no trailer officially for this guy, but it being Lego, it's something that I think anyone that's dedicated enough could build. But again, you guys could see them together there side by side, and what I can do is probably take the truck mode here, the actual trailer, sorry, and you guys could see them together. Again, it's really cool having all these Optimus Prime toys here to compare them against the Lego version. So here's the Lego version, here's the Takara Hasbro Masterpiece version, and he's a big boy, so I may need to back up. Here's a Robosen version. But 3 different versions of the exact same figure, the exact same toy, really cool figures. I figure after this we could probably do some robot comparisons, and then we'll probably just end the video after that. Okay guys, so here we are back with Optimus Prime, Lego Optimus Prime, back in all his Lego greatness, looking all glorious, standing there in his pose with his ion blaster. I figure the first comparison we could do, here he is next to MP10, Masterpiece 10, in robot mode. Obviously this guy is much bigger, much chunkier, but just wanted to show the comparison there, size comparison for anyone out there that may be interested. And just trying to stand this guy up straight, up and down, but there you go. Really cool comparison there. Just trying to make sure this guy stands up. There we go. As you guys could see, a lot of similarities, differences, but the overall detail the Lego has managed to capture, at least from this toy, is really great. The waist pieces, the whole grill, etc. Really cool toy. So we'll take MP10 out of view here. We will then compare him to I guess this is MP01. This is a US version of the first Optimus Prime Masterpiece toy, and that's what this guy sort of reminds me of. He also reminds me a lot of the older toy, the original toy from the 80s. But again, just wanted to show that off so you guys could see the similarities or differences for anyone out there that may be interested. Again, great job by Lego with capturing the essence of this toy here. The next one is a non-transforming toy, and this is a 3-0 Deluxe Bumblebee Movie Optimus Prime. That's a really long name. But again, the Lego one, it's pretty a little bigger than this guy. This guy doesn't transform, but it's such a cool looking figure. You just had to have him. But again, you can see the difference designs, but they still managed to capture the essence of the whole Transformers and Optimus Prime G1. And let's do one more comparison, and then we'll close out the video. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, so here's the last comparison. This is with Robos and Optimus Prime in robot mode. Don't mind him if he starts moving or doing things. That's just what this Optimus does. But just wanted to show the size difference there. Again, for anyone out there that may be interested in completely different toys. But again, Lego, good job, I think, with this kit in capturing the essence of the toy and of Optimus Prime, of Transformers in general. It really does make me excited for the future to see what else they got in store for the Transformers and Lego line in general. Okay guys, so just to close the video, again, I am very, very high on this Lego Optimus Prime. For anyone out there that may be interested in getting this toy, is definitely a must, even if it's just a display model. If you're a Transformer fan, I would highly recommend it. The way it's built, it's really awesome. It's not a huge complicated build. I like the fact that it transforms. I like the fact that they've been able to capture all the different little things, all the accessories that they included, like the Energon axe, the Energon cube here. You do get the plaque, and there you see Robos and Optimus Prime acting up. But I just wanted to show that closing shot of all the different Optimus, at least a few ones that I have. I have at least 6 or 7 more that I have not shown in this video, but I sort of want to compare them so whoever's watching this video can get a good sense of what this Lego toy brings to the table. Again, great job by the Lego group. I hope we do end up getting more Transformers. If not a Megatron, then perhaps Starscream or Bumblebee. I mean, sky's the limit with the cars. I guess I would just have to get the licensing. But yeah, really cool as far as the Optimus Prime. Definitely a good get there. And with that, I'll close the video. Again, any questions, feel free to leave a comment or any suggestions. I think what I might end up doing is doing a separate video of all my different Optimus Prime toys. I think I got, in addition to the ones you see right now, probably about 10 more or so. But anyway, we'll leave the video here. If you have any questions, and there he goes again, maybe he's just saying goodbye. Thank you for your time. Thank you, for taking the time to watch the video, and enjoy the rest of your day. Stay cool, and, be safe out there. Take care.